So we got no viewers here. It's 99 and a couple of occupiers. We got Polly Gnome here. We got the Poet Gnome here, and the 99 Gnome. And we got the Elusive Fever Gnome walking around the vigil. And we got a sleeper way up yonder. So you guys got 5 minutes. We're here drinking coffee this morning at the Shitty Hall at the vigil, paying tribute, letting society know that this is unacceptable, that we have to be out here sleeping on the streets. So you guys got probably 5 minutes. I know you guys are still asleep. It's a great morning. It's going to be a great day. The cell phone said it's going to be 75 today. Manny, Manny the coffee gnome just got up.
Good morning, my brothers.
Right on. So this is how our day starts off. So we get up early in the morning. We've got jokes for each other, encouragement for each other. Make sure we all go off in positive note in our walks in life. And at night we'll meet back here to debrief each other about how each other's day went. Some good, some so-so, some not so good. Um, so breakfast starts at 6:30 in the morning at the Blanchet House, but on Sundays Blanchet House not even open. Uh, Rescue mission is serving. There is a breakfast at O'Brien Square that's in the park. So and um, let's see, the Poet Gnome. Hey, didn't you say there was a church that serves on Sunday mornings? Okay, so I take that as a no. Mission, Rescue Mission serves, and breakfast in the park, Paranoia Park. So those are the two breakfasts in the morning. One is at 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. The other one's at 8 in the morning. So
6 and 8.
if you don't make that, then the next time is there's various places or groups that come out here during the lunch hour, and they'll serve you sack lunches and a tidbit, a plate or of something. Yes, sir. Um, and then if you don't make that, then you're at dinner time. Sundays is pretty much fend for yourself. So um, you probably want to have some stamps on hand if you're into missing breakfast, missing meals and stuff. So
But there are two under the bridges, Morrison and Hawthorne. There's a meal at 12:30 and a meal at
all
7 p.m.
right, that's on Sundays, right?
Yeah, very
Yeah,
good.
for sure. Yeah, yes, sir. We're not starving out here. In
But
fact,
excuse me, but a lot of folks don't go to those meals
right.
because they're kind of lost in a different reality, or not lost. Sure.
Yeah, those people are missing meals. That's what I'm saying. If you're into missing meals, you pretty much want to have your own thing going, have a way to make that meal up if you ever get hungry. So,
I guess it would be maybe people who are viewing this
um,
at home.
so you see everybody with coffee cups in their hand. You know, I'll show you our little setup here. This is This is in the mornings. So we usually have instant coffee, have a jar of instant coffee for everybody. We usually we don't have the fixings, so this was just an added treat. Was the sugar and the creamer and chocolate milk if somebody want to put that in there. But all we have, this is what starts our day off, is this stuff right here, and then the hot water. So everything else is added, and the cups. Usually we try to encourage everybody to have their own cup. You know, have your own sleeping bag. You're an adult out here. You know you're gonna be houseless, homeless. You know, and if you're gonna be sleeping on the streets, you can't be dependent. You know, and that's probably one of the worst things you could do is be a codependent on somebody else that's out here also, because they're in the same boat you're in, and if you're taking what little that they have, then you put them in the boat that you just got out of. They give you a blanket, now they got to go find a blanket. So it helps to just have your own coffee cup, okay, which is mine. And uh you know I understand that there are people out here that's not going to have everything, so we try to have just that little stuff, which would be coffee. At least we got coffee. We might not have a blanket, but we do have a coffee for you. And not only do we have coffee, we might have a cup for you. So, you cannot be too dependent. I'm sitting here with my buddy Polynome right here. Great looking guy. Yep. All right. Yeah, the air is really calm. Yeah, you couldn't fly a kite in this stuff. The trees not even moving. So we're showing you that building. That's the building up there. The sun breaks up over that building right there, and starts to hit that solar panel. So we just had two viewers join us, but good morning, people. I usually that's the same. I started out this episode with good morning to you guys. You guys weren't here yet, so but I I try to make it a point to say good morning to the people. Great morning or morning, depending on the moods and stuff. You guys might have rolled out on the wrong side of the bed, so I'll keep it to a minimum. If you did roll out on the wrong side of the bed, what works for me, you guys, is just take your time putting your pants on, putting your shirts on, brushing your teeth, washing your face. Just take your time, and it'll come to you. It realigns itself. It comes back in full circle, and then this is your. So by the time you get done with your makeup, you know, it it's a new start. It's the equivalent of getting up out of bed, because now you're made up. You're ready to go. You're ready to walk outside. So uh, just that extra time to yourself to put your things on, get your thoughts together before walking outside. Thoughts weren't together when you rolled out of bed, but now they can be together when you roll outside. So, oh, right on. Great morning to you too. Let's go see what these gnomes are doing. They're pacing back and forth like they're antsy. They're waiting on something. Hmm. What are you two gnomes up to? It doesn't look like you're watering the lawn.
Spending the day talking about shitty pizza.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Pizza Hut.
Oh, is that what that was? Pizza Hut? Hey, you guys ordered the cracker crust.
Yeah, but the film on it, the shit on there was.
There wasn't enough cheese. Yeah, you can't put the. Then, hey, it defeats the purpose of the crunch of the crust. That's the purpose of cracker crust.
Because
Is
you
to,
got some shit on there.
well, it was not enough cheese. You put too much cheese on there, it makes the stuff soggy.
It, it was shit.
It was exactly shit. You know, you had olives and Canadian bacon. So,
Oh, come on. There was nothing. I
well,
didn't see a fucking olive on there.
so it was not a lot of things to his liking. It was a cracker crust. It's a specialty crust. The crust is designed to, when you take a bite out of it, to crisp,
Are you
crunchy.
back in Pizza Hut? Because
I'm
that pizza sucked.
I'm trying to tell you what a cracker crust is. If you can mess up cracker crust. Cracker crust is designed to crunch like crackers, right?
It did.
Okay. If you throw too much stuff on there, it makes the crust soggy. So now the crust ain't crispy no more. So
Okay.
you then what you should have got was a thin crust. Instead of
Right.
cracker crust, you should have got a thin crust.
Right.
That way they put more toppings on it and they don't care if the crust gets soggy or not.
Yeah, thin crust. I'm kind of a new things come hard, but that thin crust is pretty good.
Right.
Well, they messed up this cracker crust through no fault of putting too many toppings on it.
They didn't mess the cracker crust up because the cracker crust did
Yeah.
what it was supposed to do.
Was the pizza
Right.
good?
It was crispy.
Hey,
Was the pizza good?
It
yeah.
was crispy.
Bring me a
Was
pack of saltines,
okay.
please.
Was
You
was
deliver that?
was the pizza crispy? If the pizza was crispy, that was its design. Okay, you put too many toppings on that, you don't get that
Well, if it was
design.
designed for reordering, it's not
Yeah.
successful.
Well,
We should
no,
order the
no.
same thing
The
again.
the lesson learned is don't order cracker crust
Or
because
from Pizza Hut.
that's what you'll get. You're gonna get that from any place. If you guys have never had a cracker
I don't
crust,
know. I wouldn't get that from Pizzeria
We didn't know it
Uno's.
a
was
cracker
available.
crust, you're gonna get that.
No.
Yes, you are. You obviously haven't had cracker crust before.
I've made pizza for years.
Cracker crust,
Yes.
you have, because
Yes.
that's a new design.
Can you
It's not
hand
new.
It is new.
Pizza's almost like thousands of years
Okay,
old.
can you hand
okay,
toss?
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Wow.
So
We need
the
But rolling's better. I
within
think rolling's better.
within the thousands of years of pizza. See, I've made pizza too. I've cooked before. Okay, you've only had two
How hot
crusts.
do you cook it?
You had thin crust and you have thick crust.
How hot do you
Then
cook
you
it?
had deep dish crust.
What?
Then you had double crust.
Double deckers.
Okay, that right there is called a deep dish right there. So then you had this new crust that came out, this cracker crust.
Okay, when I'm at the rescue mission, they say, no racial slurs.
Are you
Well,
calling me a cracker?
okay, see, here's these
Well,
guys.
there
They're
you go.
they're trying to be funny now. They done just threw the N bomb out. It's cloudy in
The
here.
C bomb.
So I was just trying to help people with their pizza.
Man, he
So,
can't get off his cracker crust.
well, no, I'm trying to help you guys out. Next time, don't order cracker crust.
Man,
Okay?
when I hear that, I tell you, I just.
Because if you order cracker crust, you're going to get that every time. Every time. The crust is designed to be crispy. Crispy and crunchy.
Yeah, just. Could you bring us out a crust, man? We got our own toppings.
And then, so if you throw too much cheese and stuff on it, right? Then you get a soggy crust. That's what you get. And you don't want that.
Great coffee. I saw 99 headed pick up the pot and head down to 7-Eleven, and
Came
that
back.
was a
Came back with some coffee.
happy camper. I was hoping he'd bring back some crackers, but
I got some ketchup. It'll be Pizza Hut pizza again.
yeah, there you go.
But
Crackers and ketchup.
you guys ordered it,
There were um, there were three Italians here yesterday. Ask about the vigil
right?
and ask about the camping van and
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out how the hell did you guys come up with cracker crust and order olives and Canadian bacon? Whose idea was that?
I thought it was yours.
Nope, wasn't here when the pizza was ordered. But I walked into it though. I was thrown into it. Bam.
let's see whose phone was it? It was Bill's phone, and he
And
was
who
calling
talked?
for you to make the order, but I don't remember
Oh,
who made
so
it.
there it is.
Yeah, he's
I didn't order it.
I'm gonna say you did order it.
And you'd be wrong.
Why would I be? Okay, hold on. We're gonna go to an outside source. Is that a no?
I didn't see.
Okay, see, he don't, he's smart. He there. Okay, what you just saw, you guys. There's a code out here. We don't rat each other out. So if you don't know, then you'll continue to not know. Don't
Right
ask
on.
questions and put your pens away. Okay, so okay, we got three viewers, but in as the terminology in my neighborhood, which is this is Shitty Hall hanging out with the gnomes. Uh, so it's the gnomes against the looky loos. I'm sorry, you guys, but if you're not chattering like us, then you're looky loos.
Now these species here,
Oh,
well, these species here, I picked up for a friend who can't afford two, and he
ooh, is that
wanders
plugs?
around bars
What is that? A
early in the
plug?
morning.
Those are plugs.
Yeah, and picks up old cigar
Oh,
butts
cigar
and
butts.
chews those.
Ooh.
So these are gonna be you're gonna love these.
Right on.
I,
And
I see him out there many a morning. I'm looking for cigarette butts, and he's looking for. He never picks me up any cigarette butts, but hey, I guess they're small.
no, so hey, you guys, and this is the efficiency of the Houseless Caucus. So our cigarettes are taken care of, our coffee is taken care of, and our meals are taken care of. And you know, our need for companionship is taken care of. And uh, you know, and thus, you know, there's that statement. What more can you ask for? You know, if you ask for anything more, you're being greedy. You're sinning. That's gluttony. So we try not to sin out here in this community. But we do accept donations. You know, we, you know, I was told you cannot look a gift horse in the mouth. Don't ask questions, just accept it.
Uh, Cigarette butts. I know there are people out there that smoke just a couple puffs
And throw them
and
away.
throw them away because got the healthy part of it. But I'd like to have the rest of that. And I've had friends over the years offer to save them, but for some reason you never. Well, it's tough. They want to be done with them. They do the two puffs. They
Throw them out.
right. It kind of goes on and on for them. I would imagine if they think that they're being and the rest of them were being used, or I understand that. I can't think of a analogy, but
Wanna come to you. Wanna
yeah,
come
you
to you,
like to
poetry
fly,
gnome.
like that hamburger I found on the ground last night, you know? I mean, maybe the person who dropped it was saying, hey, it's done. But
How many bites
no,
were taken out of it?
no, it wasn't from me.
We got 4 viewers. Okay. So we're up here with the bike riding gnome and the cool gnome. See his shoes? That's the cool gnome right there. Yes, sir. Hey, we if we gotta have a lot of looky loos, then we're gonna have a lot of looky loos. So I'm gonna charge up tonight, guys, and I'm gonna take you guys somewhere else. So for entertainment on Sundays, I'm gonna show you guys a bike rider gnome. You guys see this thing right here? This thing is called a drum. And so today is Sunday, and today is the drum circle. So if you guys tune in about 8 p.m., go get your rest, and tune in about 8 p.m. I'm gonna take you guys to the drum circle this evening. Yeah. The sleepers are peacefully sleeping. The gnomes are up and moving around. So, hey, you guys, guess what I'm gonna do? You know how we took them over to the Blanche house, Joe?
That was a,
They liked it.
I would
Um,
imagine I liked it.
um,
Good job.
Tonight, I'm gonna take them over to the drum circle.
All right.
So,
Maybe take them to Paranoid tomorrow.
oh, they'll get to see how we hang out and stuff. You know, how do you guys find entertainment to do things? Well, on Sundays there's the drum circle up under the Hawthorne Bridge, and then on Mondays at Colonel Sumner's Park there is Fun Day Monday. So they said, what?
Did you see the thing in the Oregonian? Lightning was showing it.
What is it?
Oh, it's a, in my opinion, article about just pretty much, you might say, 180 degrees from our point of view,
Oh, right.
at least maybe yours and mine.
108 degrees. So, you
Yeah,
know,
and
what is it? All full of technology or caveman bullshit?
it's the people in the downtown parks, the homeless are, and it's a police issue. And if we all make some, reports,
Oh,
they'll start coming down on homeless. It used to be in the park blocks. Everybody knows that, but now it's in the downtown
so we
parks.
we will make reports about what? So So 99 gnome will come over to the poly gnome and say, poly gnome, the poet gnome is he's scratching himself. So
Oh, okay, here I am.
I know, is that the police reports that we supposed to be
I
doing?
think it's maybe things that you wouldn't want your children to see.
I know, that's what I was saying. You know, he's scratching
Yeah,
himself.
I was
He's scratching his-
considering that line yesterday on something, but and I was saying I was having a discussion with a gentleman down here, and I was actually more liberal than he was.
Oh,
I said I'm proud of my liberalism.
so that guy just instantly turned into a pirate.
So
Hey,
I
5 seconds or better.
maybe I liberalized the youngster who, I would have thought was more liberal than I am.
All right. Let me go get my coffee, gentlemen. I shall return to the conversation. Lightning gnome is still asleep. We got sleepers across the street, you guys. There's a guy sitting under the pole right there. And then we got a couple over there, right there. So this is great. Well, that's great. You love the drums because we're going to be going to the drum circle this evening. If you want to be there, you tune in around 8:30, 8, 8:30, 8, 8:30, and we're going to go across the bridge around 8, 8:30 this evening. Where you going, Polynome? Where you going? Okay. Polynome is on a mission somewhere. What you say?
Okay, brother.
Okay.
Breakfast.
Living Hope Operation Night Watch. What are you looking for?
Breakfast.
Eight
Living.
o'clock. 8 o'clock at O'Brien Square.
Okay. That's on Washington. What's that say right there? I can't read.
That says breakfast buffet at Washington O'Brien Square, 8 to 10 a.m. every Sunday. Yes, that's it. Yeah. So, like I was trying to tell everybody, uh, this is what we do in the morning. We get up and we plot out our day, and this is what we're doing. So we're getting up, getting ready to protest, get our signs ready, and come up with some ideas with more signs and anything that, I hate to say it like this, but anything that's going to harass the man into realizing that his method isn't working. His method is not working. His method is putting us out here in the elements, and if we're getting sick, and I mean, the only time a person will feel that they did something wrong is when anything, any one of their charges dies. Whether it be a plant, whether it be that souffle he was trying to make, whether it be uh, a person or a pet. You're in charge of taking care of that, and if it doesn't go right in your endeavors of taking care of it, okay. So I'm gonna go charge up, and I'll be back here this afternoon. But this is our morning. This is 99 in the gnomes, 99 in the 99% gnomes. So and we're signing off, you guys. So you guys have a great morning. We'll be back at noon.